for years, for the last year, we've heard that Paul Ryan has an integral, coherent plan to save the country. This is part of that. This is not sort of, well, let's have a committee and study whether we should do this. The Republicans are on record of ending Medicare and Medicaid as it exists now.
It's just like saying I voted to authorize the war, not to go to war.
It's even worse than that.
Well, the problem is there are numbers attached to it now because the Congressional Budget Office and other sort of neutral umpires of this thing are saying there's no way that the vouchers that Paul Ryan would hand out would cover all the costs, and so people are going to have to absorb more of it themselves.
What does it mean?
Wait, the Republicans aren't really arguing with those numbers.
Let's take a look at his ad campaign. It's put together by a progressive group called Americans United for Change. It's launched an ad campaign, as I said, this week in 4 congressional districts at about $35,000 a pop. By the way, it's going after, in this case, Sean Duffy of Wisconsin. Let's watch the ad nailing the Republicans. Let's listen.
Sean Duffy looks like a nice young man, but on April 15th, he voted to end Medicare and its guaranteed health care benefits. Instead, he wants seniors to get coverage from private insurance companies. Under Duffy's plan, seniors' costs will go up over $6,000. Duffy wants to use that money to give millionaires a $200,000 tax break. Ending Medicare so millionaires can get another tax break? Really? Call Congressman Duffy and ask, what were you...
First of all, the voice of that person, she sounds like Betty White.
Yeah, okay. It is Betty White. No, I'm just kidding.
That's a granny. That's Betty White or Granny or Aunt Blabby or somebody saying, how dare that nice young man try to deny me my health care?
In other words, I like his looks, but he's hurting me.
But guess what? The Republicans are acting like Republicans. They're squeezing the elderly and the poor to make room for tax cuts for the rich. Well, I mean, this is a gift to the Democrats, and if they can't do ads like that across the country, they should lose their license.
What did we catch here? We caught 2 Republicans on the run. Yeah. One saying it was just a blueprint. What was the other one saying? Oh, it's only for 55 and younger. 50. So, Howard, the fact that they're already on the run, that they're playing dodgeball here, does that tell, what's it tell the top Republicans in the House?
You asked initially, why did they do it? I think there was a sort of group frenzy, a sort of group mentality. We got to do something for the Tea Party initially. We've got to be with the Tea Party. And so they did it. This is the one thing that they felt they had to do after the election.
Are they dead?
Well, they're going to run as fast as they can unless they can change the subject between now and
next year. How do they change the fact they voted for this thing? They voted for it.
They can't change the fact. And this is an albatross around their neck. They have a year and a half now to try to come up with something else.
No, it's a millstone around your neck. It's an albatross following you.
No. The ancient mariner wore the albatross as well. Okay. But this is a heavy burden for them to carry for the next year and a half, because anytime they talk about deficit, and they thought they had an advantage on Obama on the budget and the deficit and tax issues and all this stuff. Now he has a counter argument. Yeah, but this is what they want to do, and it's not going to go away.
Well, they have to